Dave Skirvin from First Ontario Credit Union joins us for a very festive Finance Friday.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, so you got the pants, the jacket, the tie, the shoes too?
Not the shoes.
Not the
Steve
shoes.
put some pressure on me when I tuned in and saw what he had on, so I had to scramble.
So you've just taken this out of your closet then?
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, you look great, Dave. Great.
Oh, thank you, Annette. So do you, as always.
Thank you. Not as festive as you. We've got to get down to some serious questions here because our viewers have been so great all year long asking questions, and you've been so great answering them. So let's get to Carole's question. She's from Stoney Creek, and she says, Dave, we unexpectedly received a large amount of money and have to decide how to invest it. We are in our early 60s. We intend to top up our TFSA accounts. I've been told to avoid RRSPs because of our age and the taxes on withdrawal. We also have to consider the tax impact now of just receiving this money. So thank you, Carole from Stoney Creek. Take it away, Dave.
Thank you very much, Carole. And the thing about when you get taxable income, you're going to pay taxes at some point or another, either now or later. Not sure who gave the advice on RRSPs, but that would not be my advice. And I'll tell you why. So Carole and her husband talked about being in early 60s. So let's say they're 61, 62. RRSPs, you can keep them in money in RRSPs until the year that you turn 71, the end of the year in which you turn 71. So you've got 9 or 10 years. Both Carole and her husband have 9 or 10 years for that money to grow, basically tax deferred inside the RRSP. That money could double in the next 9 or 10 years. So why not take advantage of that and save taxes? Otherwise, you're going to have to pay taxes now. Topping up the TFSA is obviously a very good idea. However, remember that you don't get any tax breaks when you put money into a tax-free savings account. So it's after-tax dollars you're investing. You get tax-free growth once it's in. But the better tax treatment is definitely to invest in an RRSP and then top up the TFSA with whatever's left.
Okay, another question here from Jen from Bimbrook, who says, I always enjoy your segments on CHCH, and now I have a question of my own. My husband is eligible to retire from teaching in 2022. I'm a teacher as well, she says, and have 9 more years before I can retire. I'm wondering about some tax strategies with our pending situation of him retiring and myself still working, and if you have any other financial suggestions for our new reality, they would be much appreciated. And we appreciate your question, Jen.
Yes, thanks very much, Jen. And teachers, as we know, have very good pension plans. You're very lucky. And I would assume that Jen's husband is retiring early. So the teacher's pension plan, they use the rule of 85. So your age plus your years of teaching, if it reaches 85, you can retire with an unreduced pension. So that's probably the case with Jen's husband. So in terms of tax strategies, remember that any pension income is not treated as taxable income. So you can't put it into RRSPs, for instance, to save taxes on that. However, you got this year, and you also have next year. So I would use up any unused contribution room over this year and next year when the husband retires to save on taxes there. The other piece about teachers that you can go back after you retire on pension, you can go back to work up to 50 teaching days a year. That is treated as earned income. So you could use that income and put it into an RRSP to save taxes as well. The other thing, Jen still working, she has earned income, so you can make a spousal deposit to an RRSP and save taxes on that as well. Tax-free savings account, of course, for the husband, even though you're on the pension and that's not earned income, you can put money, there's no age retirement into the tax-free savings account, no condition on earned income, so you can use that for tax-free growth into retirement. So there's a couple of tips on tax strategies for a retired teacher.
Okay, thanks very much, David, and thanks to our viewers. We've had fantastic questions all year. I've learned so much from everyone and for your answers as well. So if you have a financial question or a topic you'd like covered by Dave in the new year, email your questions to financefriday at at firstontario.com and get in touch through Twitter at finance_Friday. If your question or topic is covered on air, you'll get a gift card from a business in your community. Merry Christmas to you, Dave, and thanks again for knocking it out of the park with today's suit.
Merry Christmas to you too, Annette, and all the staff at CHCH Morning Live. You guys are fantastic. So have a great and safe holiday season, everybody.